Hey y'all, Ben here again, and today we're talking about the time where I went to Savannah. So this story takes place like a few years ago, I think. It was like my second or third city trip. If you didn't know, my troop usually does like a city trip each year in January over Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We pick a city like we're gonna go to Atlanta, and then we went to DC one year. This year we decided to go to Savannah. So the amount of kids going that year weren't really much. It was just me, Justin, Aiden, and my bigger brother when he was still in the troop. It's just a few of us who were actually able to go, and we only needed one car, which was pretty impressive. I mean, it was a really big car, but still only one car. That was pretty impressive. So we set off normally, and we get to the city about noon. And then, believe we went and saw Old Fort along the way. I don't remember what it was. It was one of those old forts in Savannah. I don't know. And then we checked into our hotel, and surprisingly, this hotel was not sketchy. Like, all the hotels we go to for city trips are somehow really sketchy, but this one was pretty nice, actually. So, that night, I believe we had a ghost tour. If you didn't know, Savannah's really big about ghost tours, and they have a lot of ghosts and supernatural stuff, so we decided to do a ghost tour. So we slept the night and we got up in the morning just like we usually do. And we took a little mini tour of the city. It was nice. Then we got there and there were Girl Scouts everywhere. There was Girl Scout troops here and there and everywhere. I mean, it was insane. And then there was just like this random Girl Scout troop who were doing like a tour of the city. If you didn't know, Savannah's like was the place where Girl Scouts were originally started. So there's a lot of Girl Scouts, and especially this was Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So there, of course, are going to be a lot of Girl Scouts. So we get there, and they just decided to pull out a camera. They took like a huge group selfie with us for like no apparent reason. And it was so strange. It was like totally out of the blue. And that was really funny. They just gathered us up like we were some kind of a tourist attraction and took pictures with us. It was the most hilarious thing. We still talk about it to this day. So after that, we just kind of hung around. We went a few places. We didn't do anything too fancy. And then later on, we were walking along the harbor, and there was a person who worked at one of these shops. It was like a little one of those shops, a souvenir shop. And he said he had never seen a Boy Scout troop there, yet he had seen like all of these Girl Scout troops. So we are quite the oddity there. And that night we got noodles. It was so funny because I couldn't eat all the noodles because they gave us a lot. So when we got back to the hotel that night, I just remember digging my fingers into the noodles and eating them because I didn't have any eating utensils. And we heat them up in the microwave, and it was so funny. We went to a Chinese restaurant that night. So, in the morning, we just got up and went. I don't think we did anything specific that morning, but that was one interesting trip. It was really funny. So, yeah, that concludes that story. Like and subscribe if you want more of these videos. You should also check out some of my other YouTube videos. They're really nice, and they're about scouting and outdoors. So if you're into that kind of stuff, make sure to check out my channel. And see y'all next time.